Hi, it's me, Camila Rose. And welcome to your reading, Scorpios. This is going to be your new day, Scorpio, so I can see you every Tuesday, every Mars day, your traditional ruler. We will be doing Scorpio readings. And so we're going to get started with looking at relationships. And we're going to look at all different types of relationships. So we're going to do friendship, we're going to do singles, we're going to do coupled, and we might do family. I'm not sure if I want to look at family just yet, but for sure we're going to start off doing friendships, singles, and couples. And we're going to do it all in one reading, so I will be mindful and put the time stamps down below so you can go to your section, and let's get into it. Okay, so what is the main card? What's going on with singles? Let's chat about singles. Okay, so you all are resting. Oh, and you're a little defensive right now. Don't know what that's about. Don't know what that's about, and that's okay, but we can see what's going on with that. Give us some more information. Okay, so you've either really been working hard, which is why you're needing to rest, and why, oh, it's a lot of fire energy going on for the singles. All right, so you've been working really hard. You've been putting a lot of time and energy and effort into, I lost my, going to use my little wand. Okay, let me figure out what I did with that. Alright, but you've been putting a lot of effort and energy into accomplishing something. And we're looking at relationships, and we're looking at perhaps there's just been a lot of friction going on. And you've been trying to chill out because things have just not been going the way that you want them to. Like, this may be like a situationship, or you maybe have gotten out of a relationship. I'm not sure. But when we're looking at a 9 of Wands and then a 5 of Wands, like, that's a lot of tension. That's a lot of, like, yes, perhaps you were able to accomplish and stand up for yourself and meet your needs and things like that, but it took a lot out of you, and there's still a lot of conflict. There's still a lot of tension. There's still a lot of, like, desire for more. You also just may be in a situation where, like, it's very, like, how do I say this? There's a lot of physical activity. So if you're perhaps just in a space where you're like, I'm just wanting to keep things casual, keep things fun, you know, that's really working out very well for you. It's very, like, intense. It's very, like, good, kinky fun, and you're having a great time with it, but it is wearing you out. So you might want to try to balance that out a little bit. So some of y'all are in that lane, and some of y'all are, like, a lot of fighting, a lot of feeling like you're not getting what you deserve, and a lot of feeling like you need to, like, push further, push for more. Your Page of Cups and then the Sun card is saying that I think that it's worth it, honestly, to keep, like, standing up for yourself and keep fighting for what you want. You will have an offer that's coming in. Either you'll be leaning more towards doing a more creative offer, or you'll be, like, feeling very fresh and renewed in this situation and towards your love life, towards your, like, what's going on with you emotionally. And you'll be in this space where you understand that you deserve this recognition. You deserve to be in the sun. You deserve to be loved. Like, it's a very young, like, rejuvenation energy, and I love that for you. Oh, okay. Well, here's your outcomes. Some more stability. Love that. Again, love that for you. More stability. Let me move these up so we can see everything. More stability, more financial security. You may be looking at things through rose-colored glasses, but I think you're just feeling good about where things are going, and it's leaving you with the decision that you're going to have to make. Maybe perhaps if you want to move forward in this situation with whoever is coming in with this Page of Cups, perhaps a Leo, because that's That's the Sun card. Perhaps it's a Leo that's coming in with this Page of Cups. Whether you want to stick with this like really fiery, fun energy, whether you want to just focus on yourself and focus on your money, like maybe try to live through some of your childhood dreams. I'll get a clarifier for the Two of Swords. Clarifier for the Two of Swords. King of Wands in reverse. There seems like, okay, so it seems like you may be needing to make a choice. Now, whether this one of these is you or and someone else, but it seems like you need to be making a choice between these two fire energies, the one that's kind of causing you all of this friction that started off this month, and then the one that's coming in. I'm not going to say anything about any way, but it does seem like this King of Wands in reverse is very stressful for you, and it's just too much. And if this King of Wands is you and it's in reverse and you have kind of like lost your mojo, I would definitely say that you need to choose yourself, and you need to choose like recognition of yourself, feeding yourself, taking care of yourself, like letting yourself shine and be the sun. Okay? All right, so that's for my singles. Let's see what's going on for couples, Scorpio couples. Ooh, okay. 10 of Pentacles. Love that for you all. You're thinking legacy, you're thinking long-term, you're thinking long-term investments. So you're really focusing on just kind of like that long-term. Ooh, okay. Because with a Three of Swords, there's lessons to have been learned from what didn't work out. So I don't know if y'all broke up or maybe you went through like a little breakup period. Star card could be Aquarius energy. We're looking at kind of hopes and fears and things like that. Like, what are your dreams really looking like? You had to set some boundaries in place. With the Queen of Swords, you had to really think a little bit more practically and set some boundaries. You could also be in partnership with the Queen of Swords. There may have been a third party situation, especially with this like getting a Three of Swords and then a Three of Pentacles in reverse. But this third party situation, especially when I get Pentacles, I always think that it's work. So you may have been focusing too much on work, or your partner may have been focusing way too much on work. You may have been like, and maybe that's why legacy, the 10 of Pentacles is your like main card, is that you all have been really focusing on that long term, like, okay, we need to grind, we need to fill up our 401ks, we need to fill up our, Roth IRS, we need to fill up all our, retirement accounts and things like that. We need to be saving, we need to be working. And it may have just been something where it was like you kind of fell out of love because you were so busy focusing on kind of this long-term plan, this long-term goals, because it was a dream that you've had and like you've just really been working hard and putting a lot of energy towards that. I would definitely say, if that's your story here, to try to balance this stuff out. Like you got to balance this stuff out. You got to have a little bit more time to invest in this, because what's the point of putting all this time and effort towards building a legacy if like at the end of it you don't even like each other at the end? That's kind of pointless. But if you're looking a little bit more at like maybe you had to take a break because you were working on your dreams, and maybe you started a new class, new school, new teaching position, you moved into a space where you were doing a lot of mentorship or guidance, leadership, and you just didn't have a lot of space for the emotional side of things. You may be realizing that might not be the direction you want to go. Or you may be kicking out some of the folks who have a lot of things to say about your relationship and who have a lot of opinions about your relationship. You might be like, hey, it's time for you to kick rocks, Page of Wands, I say like halfway in reverse, halfway upright, as your kind of outcome. I think there's an excitement, and I think you both can get back to kind of a space where you're feeling better about things. Where you're feeling more attracted to each other, feeling much more like better seen, where you're able to actually rest. So I know maybe you're grinding right now, but keep things centered. I know this is a month where dreams will come true for you and you can move forward, but like don't get lost. Yeah, it's a lot about work. If it's a third party situation, third party is work. And it's just like, even in your outcome, you're like, okay, maybe maybe we need to take a little bit of a break. Maybe we need to chill out a little bit. Maybe we need to go have some fun, like get the spark back in our relationship, Page of Wands, and then like spend some time just relaxing and enjoying all the hard work that we've done, and then like get back to work. But it is very much like focused on the grind. And I think that's something that if there has been a situation that you or your partner have encountered before where you had complaints or fears or issues with like working so much that has caused issues in your relationship before, I would say be really mindful of that, because you might be repeating a cycle. All right, let's see one more. The Hermit. Yeah, it's literally just like you're just going to go into grind mode and just like maybe not a lot of socializing, maybe not a lot of putting energy out there. So it's good because it seems like it's working out really well for you. Like you're manifesting a lot. You are like, your finances are going to be growing. Your investment in the relationship is really going to be growing if you all don't break up because of this, or haven't already broken up because of this. And if it is, then it's like you kind of getting your flow back, you getting your energy back. But like, be mindful of that commitment to money and the grind and like your future outcome, that you're sacrificing your emotional connection. Like, be mindful of that. Okay, so that is for the couples. That is for the singles. Let's do a friendship reading and see what's going on with that. See what's going on with our friendships, our Scorpio friendships. I wanted to do friendships because I know there are some people who are not interested like in hearing about, and I know even for myself sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired of hearing about like love relationships. Like, tell me what's going on with this. Tell me what's going on with that. So like, we're going to look at like what's going on with the friendships for January for our Scorpios. And I don't know if these are always going to be just for like the month. Ooh, okay. Travel. I love that for you. Or maybe feeling like you want to expand and maybe have some more friends. You're really seeking, either way, it's all the Scorpios have had these pentacles coming out, and it's really giving that you're really trying to lock down and secure your standing in the world, in life. You want to feel like your mind is stable, your heart is stable, your feet are on the ground, your money is stable. Like, that is your whole kind of focus for this month. And it seems like for friendships, you may either want to go on a trip together, or you're really trying to expand and maybe find some friends that provide more of that stability. Yeah, you're definitely thinking about, like, if I have to think about what I want my life to really look like, my fantasies, like my fantasy of a friendship, like maybe you have a bunch of different types of friends and maybe they don't mix. But either way, it's like you don't want it to be something where you're questioning loyalty, you're questioning whether this is going to be able to like move forward, you're questioning whether. You don't want any of that happening. You want it to be where it's like, I trust you, I know you, I can depend upon you, I can follow my dreams with you, I can share my dreams with you, and I can like not have to empty my own cup in order to be able to have this friendship. Tower card. Ooh, okay. Well, there may be a revelation that's coming in your friendships, especially if you're feeling like you want more. You are feeling like oh goodness, okay. A Tower card is coming in, the Hangman. I was gonna just have this be like nice and simple, but apparently there's quite a bit going on. And the Empress. Okay, so there's a revelation or a breaking down that's coming from this, and this might be coming from the feeling of like, I don't think it's boredom, but I think you just want a little bit more out of life. You want a little bit more out of your friendships. You want to maybe be a little bit more adventurous and actually go after some of these dreams that you have. Go after some of these cups. And since you started focusing on yourself, like you realize that you've kind of been in this hangman moment that's just kind of waiting. Like you're in the waiting room. And it's fine, your friendships are fine, but you're like, man, is there more out there? Like, is there something that would be more fulfilling for me? And I think that you eventually get to this point where it's like, okay, what is it that I need to be investing in? What is it that I need to do in order to be the Empress and to feel like my life is full? Feel like I'm not in this space of waiting for the next thing or looking out and wanting more, but I actually am like these two individuals, I never really noticed this, but like when you look at the Four of Pentacles and you look at the Empress, like they're very, and Four of Pentacles really gives me like a more concrete, I guess, version, a more centralized version of the Emperor. So it's like you have this stability of the Emperor who put together their empire, and then the wildness and the freeness and the possibilities of the Empress. And I think that while you're really wanting this stability, you're also wanting this expansion. So you have kind of this tug of war, kind of push and pull between these two energies. And I think you really go for, if it's pulling me down, if it's not really letting me plant these seeds and grab these cups and go out, if this friendship isn't in this way, and you know, maybe there's a Queen of Cups who brings in a revelation and like you end up needing to be the Empress, or an Empress comes in and offers some assistance, some guidance, some inspiration. You know, you got to lean into this Empress energy. So I would definitely say, like, take your time this month with your friendships. Maybe don't go off the handle on anything, especially if you maybe recognize that these aren't the friendships that you want to move forward with, and that you're wanting more. You just need to change things up for yourself a little bit, okay? All right, so that's going to be it. I will see y'all next week for our Road to Abundance. We're going to do money readings next week. And then this weekend, Saturday, we're going to do January astrology. So I'll go over all the different things that are happening in January astrologically. I'll go over how it relates to all the different signs and everything like that. So it'll be super fun. And then tomorrow we will have Virgo. So if you're interested in a Virgo, you've got Virgo things going on, go check out that video. All right. I will see y'all later. Bye.